The most unsettling aspect of this phenomenon isn't that mysterious lights appear in a remote Norwegian valley. It's that these lights seem to respond intelligently to human signals, have been measured traveling at over 30,000 kilometers per hour, and despite decades of scientific study with sophisticated equipment, they continue to defy our understanding of physics. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're fascinated by unexplained phenomena and scientific mysteries, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel with notifications turned on for more incredible stories like this one. In the remote Hessdalen Valley of central Norway, just 15 kilometers across with a sparse population scattered among rolling hills and dense forests, something extraordinary has been happening for over 80 years. This secluded valley, which should be nothing more than a peaceful farming community, has become the site of one of the most thoroughly documented and scientifically studied unexplained phenomena in the world. High up on the hillside, a blue box equipped with sophisticated cameras and monitoring equipment keeps constant watch over the valley, waiting to capture something that has baffled scientists for decades. The phenomenon began to gain widespread attention in late 1981, when local residents Åge and Rut Mary Mo described seeing what they called a burning fireball moving through the evening sky. What started as isolated sightings quickly escalated into something far more extraordinary. At the peak of activity between 1981 and 1984, these mysterious lights were appearing up to 20 times per week, transforming this quiet Norwegian valley into an international destination for scientists, researchers, and curious observers from around the world. The Hessdalen lights, as they came to be known, defied easy categorization or explanation. Witnesses described seeing bright, floating orbs that moved through the valley with what appeared to be deliberate intelligence. These weren't random flashes of light or atmospheric disturbances. They were structured, purposeful phenomena that seemed to respond to their environment and even to human presence. Local photographer and journalist Arne Wist became one of the most dedicated documentarians of the phenomenon, spending countless nights in the valley attempting to capture the lights on film. His account of one particular encounter reveals the truly extraordinary nature of what was happening in Hessdalen. What I saw was incomprehensible. That day, we were about 30 or 40 people, and all of a sudden, this light emerged from the clouds. It halted in front of us before it drifted away. We could see all this clearly, and a bit further down, another light was waiting for it. And at that moment, all my theories of this being airplanes, meteorites, or ball lightning fell apart. These things did not make a sound. What made Wist's testimony particularly compelling was his professional background and the photographic evidence he managed to capture. In one remarkable photograph taken with a 1/60th of a second exposure, he documented what he described as a long, oval-shaped light phenomenon that appeared to be landing. It came up the valley along the mountainside, stopped, and rotated slowly. As it reached the top of the mountain, it turned itself vertically. Inside this light, I could clearly see the silhouette of a bullet-shaped object. The speed at which these lights could move was perhaps the most startling aspect of the phenomenon. Even with exposure times as short as 1/100th of a second, fast enough to freeze most moving objects, the lights often appeared as streaks across the photographs, indicating velocities that seemed to defy conventional physics. The lights moved beneath the treetops, eliminating explanations involving aircraft, satellites, or distant reflections. They appeared in clear weather and stormy conditions alike, ruling out most natural atmospheric phenomena. As reports of the Hessdalen lights spread through international media, the phenomenon attracted the attention of serious researchers who were determined to apply scientific methodology to what had previously been dismissed as folklore or misidentification. In 1984, Dr. Erling Strand, a scientist from Østfold University College, led the first comprehensive scientific investigation of the phenomenon, bringing sophisticated equipment to the valley that had never before been used to study such anomalous lights. The research team established a temporary observation station equipped with magnetometers, radiometers, radar systems, spectrum analyzers, seismographs, Geiger counters, infrared viewers, and high-speed cameras. This wasn't a casual investigation by amateur enthusiasts. It was a rigorous scientific study conducted with military-grade equipment and university backing. The goal was simple: to either explain the phenomenon through conventional science or document evidence that would force a re-evaluation of our understanding of atmospheric physics. The results of a 1984 investigation were both fascinating and deeply troubling for conventional scientific understanding. During just 1 month of observation, the team recorded 53 separate incidents involving the mysterious lights. The radar systems detected objects moving at incredible speeds. The fastest recorded velocity was over 30,000 kilometers per hour, a speed that would be impossible for any known aircraft or natural phenomenon. Even more puzzling, the radar sometimes detected strong signals from objects that were completely invisible to the naked eye, suggesting that whatever was creating these phenomena existed beyond the visible spectrum. Perhaps most disturbing was the apparent intelligence displayed by the lights. During one experiment, researchers used a laser pointer to signal one of the lights, and the phenomenon responded by changing its flashing frequency, doubling the rate at which it pulsed. This suggested not only that the lights could detect human signals, but that they could respond to them in a seemingly deliberate manner. The implications of this interaction were staggering. It suggested that the Hessdalen lights possessed some form of awareness or intelligence. The scientific documentation of the Hessdalen lights attracted international attention, including a visit from Dr. J. Allen Hynek, the former U.S. Air Force scientific advisor for Project Blue Book and one of the world's foremost UFO researchers. Hynek's involvement lent credibility to the investigation and helped establish the Hessdalen phenomenon as a legitimate subject for scientific study rather than mere speculation or folklore. Recognizing the need for long-term monitoring, researchers established the Hessdalen Automated Measurement Station in 1998. This sophisticated facility, known locally as the Blue Box, was positioned on a hillside with a commanding view of the valley and equipped with multiple cameras, electromagnetic sensors, and radio receivers that could operate continuously without human intervention. The station was designed to capture and analyze any unusual phenomena that occurred in the valley, providing a permanent scientific presence in one of the world's most active locations for unexplained atmospheric lights. The data collected by the automated station over more than 2 decades has only deepened the mystery surrounding the Hessdalen lights. The phenomena have been categorized into several distinct types. Rapid sparkles that appear for only brief moments but are captured on high-speed cameras. Large balls of light that can drift through the valley for hours at a time. Clusters of multiple light points that move in formation, and various other manifestations that seem to follow no predictable pattern. The lights emit both radio signals and various forms of radiation, characteristics that have been consistently measured and documented. They appear in different colors, typically yellow or white, but sometimes exhibiting other hues, and can change their appearance, merge with other lights, or split into multiple objects. Some witnesses have reported seeing structured objects within the lights, while others describe purely luminous phenomena with no apparent solid core. Despite decades of intensive study, no conclusive explanation for the Hessdalen lights has been found. Scientists have proposed numerous theories, each attempting to account for some aspects of the phenomenon while failing to explain others. One hypothesis suggests that the lights are created by combustible gases rising from the valley floor, possibly involving rare earth elements like scandium that could produce unusual luminous effects when ignited. However, this theory fails to explain the apparent intelligence and responsiveness of the lights. Another theory proposes that the phenomenon involves piezoelectricity generated by the unique geological composition of the valley. The area contains significant deposits of copper and zinc, and some researchers suggest that tectonic stress on these mineral-rich rocks could generate electrical fields capable of ionizing the atmosphere and creating plasma formations. While this could potentially explain some of the electromagnetic effects associated with the lights, it doesn't account for their apparent ability to move with purpose or respond to external stimuli. Perhaps the most intriguing theory suggests that the Hessdalen lights represent a form of naturally occurring plasma that exhibits properties not yet understood by conventional physics. Some researchers have proposed that the lights are formed by clusters of macroscopic Coulomb crystals in a dusty plasma created by the ionization of air and particles through radioactive decay in the atmosphere. This theory attempts to explain both the electromagnetic properties of the lights and their apparent ability to maintain coherent structure over extended periods. What makes the Hessdalen phenomenon particularly significant is that it represents one of the few unexplained phenomena that has been consistently observed, measured, and documented using rigorous scientific methods. Unlike many paranormal claims that rely solely on eyewitness testimony, the Hessdalen lights have been captured on multiple types of recording equipment, analyzed using sophisticated instruments, and studied by credentialed scientists from respected institutions. Today, the Hessdalen lights continue to appear in the Norwegian Valley, though with less frequency than during the peak years of the 1980s. The automated monitoring station continues to record and analyze these phenomena, adding to a database that now spans more than 4 decades. Similar unexplained lights have been reported in other locations around the world, suggesting that the Hessdalen phenomenon may not be unique to this particular valley, but could represent a broader category of atmospheric anomalies that science has yet to understand. The Hessdalen lights challenge our fundamental understanding of atmospheric physics and force us to confront the possibility that there are natural phenomena occurring on our planet that exist beyond the boundaries of current scientific knowledge. Whether they represent an unknown form of plasma physics, an undiscovered atmospheric process, or something even more extraordinary, the lights of Hessdalen continue to illuminate the vast gaps in our understanding of the world around us. If you found this scientific mystery as fascinating as we did, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel with notifications turned on. We explore the most compelling unexplained phenomena from around the world, bringing you stories that challenge our understanding of reality and push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. Your support helps us continue investigating these incredible cases. Until next time, remember that the universe still holds countless mysteries waiting to be discovered.